Hey everybody, welcome to day 11 in the free 30-day AI Academy Challenge. We're in week 2 for core skills, and this is day 11, where we're going to be talking about memory and personalization. As always, make sure to subscribe and follow for important new updates regarding this course and other free courses that we'll be launching in the future. We're just over a third of the way done with this course, and the feedback has been amazing already. So many people are doing it every single day, literally as the course is coming out, waiting for the next day. It's been getting some good feedback around being beginner friendly. We're definitely going to be launching some more advanced stuff here coming up. We do have some pretty advanced stuff in the paid school, where it's all about taking this education and monetizing it, turning it into money. But I think for even the free school, we're going to partner with some creators and get some more advanced stuff out. But this free 30-day challenge is supposed to serve as something that's beginner friendly, can be used for any pain point that you're solving for, and more importantly is rewarding with not only the worksheets for the monthly rewards so you guys can level up, but also for actually solving that pain point, right? And I see so many people going through this. It's absolutely amazing. And I can't wait for everyone to have that baseline education. If they want to upgrade to that paid, we're seeing amazing results through AI UGC, AI content creation, AI newsletters in the AI Academy Plus as well. But with that, share this course. Let's start a revolution and educate as many people with AI as we can together. 40% commission on anyone that you bring in if they ever buy any of our upsells. 40% for life. Again, none of those upsells are required. This school will always be 100% free, based around the goal of providing AI education to anyone that joins it. Monthly giveaways, I just talked about this. Complete your worksheets, stay active, and level up. Again, if you complete this entire 30-day challenge, you earn a reward. I believe it's going to be a free month in the paid community, so you can start building on that education and monetizing, which is worth well over $100, which is super exciting. But you also get the chance to win these monthly prizes just by watching these lessons, completing the worksheets. Pretty good deal if you ask me. Bonus tip, watch this course in 2x speed, share your results and experience with others. Let's get into the agenda for today. So today we're going to be talking about custom instructions, how memory works in these LLMs. We're going to talk about how you can take your data with you, regardless of which LLM you're using, if you're in Gemini, ChatGPT, or Claude. And we're going to set it up for your specific goal. I've said this many times throughout the course, so I'm going to say it again. This course is beginner friendly, and it's supposed to have a wide net. That's why I'm not focusing on a monetization thing or a time-saving thing or a specific workflow thing. These are supposed to be basic, fundamental AI educational tools that you can take into whatever problem you're trying to solve with AI. So setting up for your goal is going to be very dependent on what you're doing, but if anyone's ever confused, please come into the school, go to the Ask the Community section. People are in there every day asking questions about guides, this free 30-day challenge, and people are very responsive. So hopping into custom instructions today. So custom instructions, you tell it about you once, your name, work, goals that you have for the current project or custom GPT, and how you like your answers. And you can set the default style, the tone, length, and format for every single chat. You don't have to keep repeating yourself over and over, reminding the LLM who you are. There's no more re-explaining context every time. It's found in the settings. Look for custom instructions in the settings. I'm going to show you how to do that in Claude right now. And it upgrades every prompt. Your 4-part prompt gets stronger and sharper. The less background context that these LLMs have to pull. So if we go out of here, as always, the worksheet for today, foundry.com/day 11. We'll pull it right up. You guys are pros at this point. We just go File, make a copy, and we have our worksheet for today, where we're going to be going through writing our own custom instructions, checking our memory, building our context stock, and then actually testing it. But before we hop in here, again, here's the school. We're going to go into Claude today. So this is the project I actually have for the 30-day AI Academy Challenge. I want to show you 2 things you can do with custom instructions. So if you go down here, you can go to settings on your profile, and then you can have instructions for Claude. I keep this blank on my personal one because I want it to be very focused on the projects, because I really only prompt in projects. But if you want something specific about yourself or what Claude should call you, along with language, voice style, I like to keep it classy, rounded, sometimes pretty good, speed's normal, and then I like English along with a few notification things. But you could write custom instructions in here that will be used for every single chat. But I like to do it, I have a lot of projects. I'm going to show you the 30-day AI Academy Challenge one. The memory context we're going to go into here, this is what it learns over time, but the custom instructions are on something for every single project that you can put in right away. And think of how LLMs are trained to know everything on the internet, everything they can get their hands on per se. These custom instructions are basically overriding that so that this project is only focused on that. So for this project, for this 30-day challenge, I was locking in the branding of what I was looking for. I was explaining the course and how I wanted to lay it out. I uploaded a few decks of how I wanted them done. It's helping me with my voice, my workflow, and you can think when I'm prompting this project in these chats, the output is very focused on what we are doing. So like without this project, this course wouldn't be possible because we're keeping everything in one area. So we have some docs I uploaded of just kind of how I wanted to do it, some projects, some other project instructions, the Academy Challenge, a sample deck I made. So then as I want to roll out these decks and talk about ideas for this course, I can just come in here and it has these custom instructions already laid out. So custom instructions are important, but what about memory? Memory remembers across these chats the facts, preferences, and project that carry over. I'm going to show you the memory of that same project in a second. And this builds over time. The more you use it, the better it knows you. And you can actually prompt in the project to edit the memory, or you can just go in and edit it yourself. Same with the custom instructions. You stay in control, view, edit, or delete what it remembers. So if it's remembering something that's a little outdated with this course, like, oh, there's only 1,000 members in here, I can go in and update it to, I think we're around 3,500 now. Great for ongoing work. It keeps your context without having to re-upload or remind you. One of the biggest things I hear in AI is, oh, Drew, it keeps forgetting my job. It keeps forgetting not my name, but just some context I gave it. I'm like, put it in a project. Keep it clean. Remove old or wrong memories to stay accurate. You should be checking this probably every day. In important projects like this one for this 30-day challenge, I'm checking it pretty regularly. So again, if you wanted to go into your memory, again, as I said, I'm going to be showing everything in Claude here. Your memory is in the top right. Files is what it can pull from. Instructions are specific things that the project will go on. And then the memory is everything that it remembers for this project. So you can go in here. It has the purpose and context of this project, the current state of where we're at, everything we're uploading, all the decks, what we're doing on the horizon here. I literally outline the entire course in this memory, so it goes out of my head and on a paper per se in this project memory. So that way I don't have to keep thinking about like, oh, what's day 23 going to be? Okay, that's going to be the capstone on automation, saving 1 hour a week, right? And this is something where like, even if you're monetizing, this is super helpful, right? Check in post, I have it. It knows how to prompt for me. It's remembering the scope of this entire 30-day, and you can manage edits. So I can go here and I can see all the edits that are being made. I can clear the edits from the memory, and I can also click on this button right here and tell Claude what I want it to remember or forget. Super helpful long term here, just to make sure that your projects are staying focused. So any chat, I have 2 chats in here, but if I started a new chat here, it would have this memory, it would have this instructions, and it would have these files as context. Super important as we're going forward here into more automations and stuff throughout the course. So you want to take your data with you, right? You're never locked in. Your context can move with you anytime. Export your setup, copy your custom instructions and key memories. I'm going to show you how to do this. You can save it in a context doc, one doc that describes you and your goals. Paste it into any tool you want across any LLM and get it up to speed immediately. And you can switch cheaply, try a new daily driver without starting over. So I highly encourage, if you're on ChatGPT right now, maybe try this in Claude. And if you're in Claude, maybe try it in ChatGPT or Gemini, vice versa, maybe Perplexity. But it's super easy to do this. Pretty self-explanatory here. You can just come in here and you can copy the memory and copy the instructions, and you can just paste into Claude and say, hey, give me a markdown MD file with everything we know about this project, with the custom instructions, the memories, everything in the files. And then you could take that custom MD file and just paste it into a GPT if I was moving from Claude to ChatGPT, for example, and everything I had in Claude here would then be in ChatGPT. I think we either talk about this in a paid course or later in this course about OpenBrain, which is something Nate on Substack talks about, where you keep all your data locally on your computer. So that way, even if you get locked out of one of these big LLMs, you still have all that AI data with you. That's something I do. If you go to connectors here, you can see that I have, there's Beehive, and then we also have OpenBrain here as well. Let's see if the debrief, yep, this is our newsletter. I'm sorry, just checking something there. But yeah, all these connectors you can just flip on, but that's OpenBrain. So I hope that makes sense. It would literally just be copy, and then prompt saying, hey, Make me a markdown MD file for my memory, instructions, and everything in the files data for this project, right? If you did this just in a normal chat without the project, Claude's going to get confused because that's a lot of context, and it's going to really pull what's in here in the settings. So how to set it up for your specific goal. Again, this is why this course can be kind of broad, because we don't know your specific goal, but I think it's still important to go through this. Write your instructions, who you are, your day 2 goal that we talked about on day 2 of this course, and the style that you want. If you want it classy, direct, what responses you want, how you want the responses, those guardrails that we talked about. Add at least 3 key facts. I low-key suggest more like 5. The context you reuse the most in one place. Save your context stock. Save it on your desktop. Save it in your Google Drive. Your portable AI profile that's saved anywhere for this project that we're working on. I've heard horror stories of Claude or ChatGPT or something just deleting context. That way you have it backed up. So that way if something happens, we can just keep going with this project until it's complete. And then after it's complete, it just serves as kind of a backup file per se. Test it. Ask it something, watch it use what it knows. So like we can go back into Claude here. If we go to projects and the 30-day academy challenge, if I were to prompt here and say, hey, can you give me the full outline of the 30 days and what we're going to be covering each day? For each day, just give me one line with the title of what the day is and what we're going to be covering. So like if I was to put this into a regular Claude chat, for example, there's no way that it would be able to pull this information because it's not stored in its local memory and instructions. But if I paste it in, and you can tell it's in the folder here in Claude, because if you highlight, it says folder 30-day academy challenge, it will pull the entire 30-day roadmap here. So here's everything we covered in week 1, and it's going to keep going into week 2, week 3, right? So this is the power of custom instructions, memories in projects. Great. Yes, we just covered this. Write your instructions, those key facts. Testing it to make sure you're testing it yourself with that custom MD file that we just talked about. Fill out your worksheet, attached below or found at founderdrew.com/day11, and then post your results and accountability. I just wanted to show this really quick before we go into the summary. If we go into accountability here, we have so many people just posting their check-ins, leveling up. We have people, if we go to the leaderboard, already in the level 3 category, so people are already unlocking their first entry into the Apple giveaway that we do the first of every single month, and you can see the leaderboard really starting to fill up here, which is super exciting. We also have people starting to post wins in the wins category as they complete each week and get their first deliverables. So for the worksheet for today, write your own custom instructions, who you are, your 30-day goal, and how you want the answers. Check your memory. One thing I always want to remember, one thing I cleared up or removed. Build your contact stock, that MD file we talked about, the 3 key facts at least, probably 5, but 3 to 5 that you included, and that you saved it somewhere. Google Drive, save it in the cloud, and save it locally. I always suggest for these bigger projects that we do in the paid community and we do here, you want the backup, trust me. Just trust me, you always want to back up. Test it, ask your AI something like we just did, what I got right after my setup, that it remembered in the memory and instructions. And when you first create a project, the memory takes a few chats to load. Like it takes some time to build on. The custom instructions and files will always be there. Lock it in. My custom instructions are saved in settings and my contact stock is saved. Post in the accountability, download it here, and then just come into accountability in community here. Accountability, and you can just post it right here. That's the day 11 worksheet. So quick summary for today, guys. We talked about custom instructions, how you can set it once and have it for forever in a project. Memory makes it know you and who you are and your goals for that project. Export and switch, you're never locked into one LLM and you should never feel that way. And tomorrow we're going to talk about projects and knowledge a little bit more in depth as we continue to go into these core skills in week 2. If you want to go faster, founderdrew.com/consultant. All the money gets reinvested to reach more people. We're starting to run ads for this free community. It's super exciting. If you're ready to build and scale, school.com/AI Academy Plus. If you're enjoying the course, post a testimony, in the wins category. It helps us out a lot, keeps us motivated, and encourages other people to keep learning and becoming educated around AI. Again, we're going to have so many cool creators and resources just free for use in this school, and it's so exciting to see what's going to be coming soon. Let's get to work. Complete your worksheets, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day number 12. Peace.